everybody, welcome to BrickVault. My name's Jack and today we have a Nexo night set for you. Clay's Rumble Blade. This set is recommended for ages 8 to 14. It is set number 70315 and it has 367 pieces. Included are 2 minifigures and a couple other characters. We have Ash Attacker, Clay, and we also have a Scurry Er and 2 Clay bots. And if you take a closer look at the Rumble Blade, you can see it splits into 4 different vehicles. Okay, let's take a closer look. So it looks like we have 1, 2, 3 bags, some stickers, and an instruction manual. Let's begin. Alright, just finished. Let's check out the minifigs first. And the first one up here is Clay. He's got gray legs and torso with silver arms. And he's got printing pretty much all over his entire body. And you can see they kept with the blue and orange color theme. And I like how the printing of the family crest in the middle matches up with the armor when you put it on. And the helmet is pretty cool. It's got a visor that can flip up, and in general it kind of reminds me of Optimus Prime. He's got a very heavy duty shield and a massive sword. And when he's holding all of his equipment, you really have to lean him back so he doesn't fall over. He's a very cool minifig, and I'm curious to see what the rest of the knights look like. But let's check out this Ash Attacker. His body and legs are black with red arms, and he also has a lot of armor detailing printed all over. You can also see he comes with some spiky shoulder pads and a very rocky looking horned helmet. He's got 2 expressions, one looks a little more angry than the other, and he seems to be carrying a chainsaw sword. And here is the Scurry Er. He's pretty much one piece, except you put those little horns in the side of his head. His arms are posable, and he comes with a nasty looking blade. One thing I do like about this guy is that his head is the same size and shape as a regular minifig head. So if you wanted to, you could put a helmet on him, even though it looks pretty weird. And moving on to the good guy helpers, we have 2 clay bots. They're definitely some funny looking robot knights. Their body piece is actually a new piece made just for them, and they have these dual molded stumpy legs. They also come with some helmets, swords, and have 2 expressions. One can smile, and the other one seems to not have a mouth. They're cool little bots, and I'm curious to see what else LEGO does with that new body piece. Alright, let's move on to this Rumble Blade. I'd say it kind of looks like a tank, but it really is just its own unique look for this vehicle. There are lots of new parts for this set, but there's a theme to a lot of the new parts. They're very pointy and look like shields. But the most unique feature of this vehicle is that it's not a vehicle. It is in fact 4 vehicles. There's a great function in the back. When you push on this tab, both of the motorcycles pop right off. And on their own, the motorcycles look pretty simple. They don't seem to have any weapons attached to them, but they do look like they are built for ramming things. You can also use that little piece on the side for holding the Claybot's swords. And the next vehicle here is probably the coolest. This ship detaches very easily from the main body, and it really puts the blade in Rumble Blade. It is no mistake that the designers made this thing look like a sword or a dagger, and they even made the jet in the back strong enough to hold the entire ship by, just like a handle. But this thing also looks awesome as an actual ship. It has a cockpit for Clay, and 2 small posable turrets in the front. There are also 2 spots here for Clay to put his shield and sword for when he's flying it. This is so none of the weapons pieces are separated from the characters for too long, and hopefully they won't get lost. They also just look kind of cool being on the ship. And let's take a look at this last vehicle, the main body. When the ship is no longer attached, you can now see a targeting panel, which leads me to believe that the front of this vehicle is now facing the other direction, which makes sense because both of the spring-loaded shooters are extremely posable. So it seems this vehicle has a bit of firepower and can definitely ram things as well. And here's the vehicle all put back together. The Rumble Blade is very uniquely designed, has tons of functions, and just looks awesome. So that's it for this episode. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to buy this set, you can click the link in the video description below. Don't forget to subscribe, and we'll see you here next time at BrickVault.